Hello, everyone. Yes, we are live. Okay, before I go right on to you, let me apologize for being 29 minutes behind schedule. It's not deliberate, it's not intentional. I do not mean to take your time, to waste your time. It is because of certain things that came up that I had to attend to. Sincere apologies. How have you been? How's the holidays been? How's it been going with your girls, your teenage girls? Did they go to camp? What did you do together for fun? Do you want to share? Give me a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. So, do you want to share? What have you done together? Was the holiday memorable? Yeah, for me, it was. We tried the best we could in the circumstances that we had, and then it's been all shapes of amazing. Never mind if you didn't get to do a lot, there will still, God willing, God sparing our lives, there'll still be many more. And I think that depending on the part of the world you're watching from, but where I am, the kids will be resuming in a couple of days, 10 days, and that's why I thought to discuss with us the things to look out for now that our teenage girls are going to school, whether high school, whether university. Of course, that age brackets, you know that it covers both university and then high school. All right, my name is Funmilola Williams. I am the lead coach at the Informed and Reformed Teens Academy, and I am your teen girl mentor. Yes, I am partnering with you to ensure that your teenage girl evolves. I'm partnering with you to ensure that your teenage girl grows to be everything that God originally purposed for them to be. Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for always being here. I am grateful. And like I said, I'm very sorry that I am behind schedule. It is not deliberate, it's not intentional. I do not mean to waste your time. Just that these things do happen, and that's why I had to apologize because before coming live. So, and I also said that I hope that you've had a good time with your teenagers, your teenage girl between, your teenage girls, whatever bracket they have. I hope they've been able to do things together. Don't forget, it's about building the memory bank of your girl child. For me, that is what this thing is about. This parenting thing, the essence of parenting, being an advantage, being a guardian, and then building their memory bank such that when they leave your house, there's something that wants to bring them back. There's something that wants to bring them. There's something I wish for right now. It is to have the opportunity to to spend time as I used to with my mom. But that time is gone. That's the truth. So even if we are able to get back together, it will never be as while we were growing up. So make the best of it. They will not always be in your home. That realization alone is enough to get everyone on their foot and then do what it is that we need to do. All right. And then because the holidays are rounding off, or especially where I am, so I said, okay, let us discuss about the things that you need to do together with your teenage girls while you're preparing them for back to school, whether back to secondary school, whether back to the last stages of primary school, or whether back to university. The fact remains that there's been summer and then all of you have had time to be together. And I hope that you did something fun. Some people have been doing a lot of things. I've been saying you're well done. And if you have not been doing, please don't be too hard on yourself. Just ensure that you commit to the process. So I said that preparing your teenage girl for success in the new school session. I know this word, just the way we adults struggle, just the way adults struggle with the success concept. I don't know whether we agree with me, but adults struggle a lot with the success concept. The way adults struggle is the way young ones do struggle. What does success as a concept? What does it mean? So, and then I've said it to my teenagers a lot of times, so much so that it's ringing in their ear now, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with the parents of my teenage girls as well. So I said, how do you prepare them for success in the new academic session? I am sure that no parent wants to hear reports about how their kids are not doing well, how their kids are struggling, how their kids are not what's the word now? How their kids are not coming up alongside the other kids in class. No parent like that. Every parent wants to hear only glorious things about their kids. But the fact remains that the way life unfolds, things do not always or usually happen in that manner. So how can you help your child? Your child is struggling in whatever area. How am I going to help my child to ensure that my child is up to speed, and then she's having a good time studying, because studying really should be fun. If it's no longer fun, if it's drudgery, if it's dreary, it is no longer studying, because the best of that child is not in that thing that is in anymore. A child should want to study. That's how the teenage brain is created for curiosity. created for adventure. That is how they should approach their studies, with a sense of adventure. My girl can't wait to get back to school. Like, oh, mommy, this. So that's how it should be. So if your girl is struggling, they don't want to go back, or they are in school, they see that they're not at their optimal. How can you help them? That is what this session is about. All right, let's move. And then before we move, what's that thing that crossed my mind now? I hope that when I remember it, I'll say it again. There was something I wanted to say just now. All right, so the number one thing you need to do to prepare your child for success, please teach the concept of what academic success is. Parents, please let us teach it early. What is academic success? And don't forget, just the way success in real life, success is living a place better than you met it, living people better than you met them. That is my own definition of success, based on the teachings that I have received, based on life occurrences. So success is not in the amount that we have amassed, in the this that we have done, in the that we have done, but living a place or somebody or a group of people better than we met them. That is eventually what God is going to be using as yardstick to measure whether we've been successful or otherwise. So the same thing, you have to define academic success. See the concept. So what is academic success? I hope you know that academic success is not that kid. And one word last it was the last 2 or 3 weeks that we're talking about reviewing the holidays and everything. It is not about that child that wins all of that, that gathers all of the accolades, that gets all of the awards for all of the subjects. No, that is not it. Because does that mean that the other kids that doesn't bag all of those awards doesn't make them lesser students or less successful? No. So academic success is your child excelling at their area of strength. That is, please write down at if you're following me live, please, I like you to put that in your what's it called, in the comment section. The academic success is when your child excels at their area of strength. So it is a hard teaching in the sense that we have been wired to think, we have been wired to believe, we have been wired to think that it is when my child scores mathematics A, and English A, literature A, government A, physics A, chemistry A, everything hey. But let me say something to you. My coach said something that was striking. I was in the personal one-on-one session with her, and then she was like, all those guys that were scoring A in the field of life, are they scoring A's? I paused and I really thought about it, because it is really food for thought. So please don't pressure your child so much. Am I condemning mediocrity? By all means, no. Am I condemning a child being laid back, being lazy? No. But I'm just saying, so that your child doesn't go already with to school pressured, so that she doesn't go with a mindset of pressure already. Just know that for your own, and don't forget, see, this thing, you're parenting the child on your own hands. You're not parenting that child that is that your friend has. You're not parenting that child that your neighbor has. As a secondary school student, as a primary school student, I struggle a lot with mathematics. I think I share that in my upcoming book. I struggled a lot. Does that make me an academic failure? By all means, no. So it only means that what should be done while I was much younger wasn't done. So that's what you should seek to correct in your child. So don't aim. You can start saying, now that don't forget that last time you did not do this, or this is what you did. So this time you should do better. No, that's not the message you're taking to your child. The message you're taking to your child is to make your child understand that academic success is helping your child excel in an area of strength. Even you as a parent, you got areas of strength. So it's not as though you cut across board. And really, sincerely, if you're going to be factual, plain with ourselves, your child is not going to do everything. So your child doesn't, there's some children that the mathematics that they're going to need will not go beyond primary school. That's it. There's some children that the mathematics that they're going to need will not go beyond secondary school. So do you not think it's too much pressure to not expect that child to always but you know what? If you will put to work the things I'm trying to teach you this evening, that's A that you are now clamoring for, that A that you now want, your child is going to have it. Because it's not really in the A as it were, but it is in the other thing that surrounds what it is to get the A's. So please let your child understand, teach it the concept of what academic success is. And I've just told us, it is concentrating, helping your child in an area of strength. So that let her, if she's doing that, let her do it very well. If she's shining it on, let her shine very well. That is it. So it is that same mindset. So this thing is a mindset sheet. It is the same mind with which she approaches that. That is what she will use to approach the other subjects. And trust me, there will be a definitive improvement in whatever it is that I think your child is struggling with. So don't sit them down and start the things that our parents will say. Now you're going back to school. The people that are scoring A in mathematics, A in this, and we focus so much on all of that that we forget what is our child's area of strength. If your child is good at and creative, please focus on that. So it is the same energy, the same positive energy, the same positive mindset. That's what she will use to attack the other subjects that you feel that she's struggling with. My emphasis is on the girl child. All right. So please teach academic success. Don't teach pressure. Don't go and start saying to her that last time you did this, last time, please, oh, don't waste my money. Oh. Please, I've always said to, I want to say to us again, your child didn't beg to be born. I'm sorry, but your child did not beg to be born. So don't go and be saying things like, you're wasting my money. That does something to the brain of a child. She's beginning to see herself like as someone that is a source of waste to her parents. And that's not what you meant to say. That's not what you meant to say. That's not, and you're passing the message across in a wrong way. So please, dear parents, can we change that perspective first? Can we begin to say teach academic excellence, being you focusing on the area of strength? And if you are careful with your child, if you've been deliberate with your child, if you've been intentional with your child, you will see an area of strength without you'll be able to say it at the snap of the finger. I was at a teaching for parents in the course of the week, and then facilitator was saying something about trying to identify what category your daughter belonged to. A lot of people were struggling. They were not sure which. But based on the things that she was saying, he was saying that the analysis that he was bringing, I was able to say without any doubt or guessing that, okay, this is where my daughter or this is where the person I'm parenting falls into. So as a parent, that's your work, that's your duty. So begin to teach teach academics. So I want you to do well, yes, but please, this is your strength. Can we focus on it? Why will I begin to help you on what it is that you're struggling with? But if you have dampened the morale of your child, if you have made your child feel that, oh, it's just that kind of term again, she will not go to school motivated, either university, either high school, or either the final stage of primary school. So please, parents, this is your core responsibility. Then the next thing you need to do is stick to the routine plans in your holiday plan. Don't forget, I said to you, what you're seeking to do is to get into the mind of your child, get into the emotions of your child, get into the heart of your child. Those things that you do together in the holidays, that relaxed her, that made her happy, that brought her out of her shell. Whatever it was that you guys did, there were a lot of things that I did in my, where I am too. So whatever it was that you did, can you not let it stop during your holiday? Why? So that the girl is looking, there's something for the girl to look forward to. And then it's triggering dopamine in her head. Dopamine is the feeling of excitement. Dopamine is the feeling of, I can do this, I can get this, I can move, I can this, I can that. And that same thing that she literally translates to academics. So if there's a routine that you have made with your girl child, maybe it's a date in a month, maybe it's a walk in a month, maybe it's a cooking, whatever it is that you did during the holiday, stick to it. I know it's hard. Trust me, no one knows how hard it is like me. I do know that it can be very hard. But because you know that you have a time frame, you won't always do this forever. There will be a time that you wouldn't need it to do all. For example, now nobody's parenting you no more. So that day will come to for your child. So please, so that routine, because already what you're doing is you're forming a pattern. So your girl knows that there's always something to look forward to with mom. And when she's thinking of that, she's happy about that. Or there's always something to look forward to with that. And she's thinking about that, she's happy. It is the way girls they dream about all of these silly things that they dream about. It is the same thing. So that feeling, that's the attitude, that's the mindset with which she takes to academics. And I assure you, there will be a shift. There will be a shift because she knows there's this looking forward to something from my mom that I'll just get out with my mom. I don't know whether you have experienced, but there's this particular joy that comes even with me knowing that I'm planning something with my daughter. There is something that comes with it. I'm not able to explain. I'm not able to, there's just something because I'm looking forward. So I want to put my best into whatever it is that I'm doing. So that the time with my daughter or with my whatever it is not interrupted. So you need to also learn to do that. Stick to that routine. Don't be absent-minded. That's what I'm trying to look for. Don't think that, oh, thank God, maybe they have said that we should board with them during the day. Now holiday has come back to school, you ship them back to school. Ship them back, whether to the hostels, to the secondary schools, to wherever it is, you ship them back, and that is it. And then just get on with your life. Really, there's no getting on with your life. That's the truth. There is no getting on with your life while you're still in that 0 to 18. There's no getting on with your life. So when you say things like that, it means that you're not really, you think that we're still playing, and we're not playing. We are not playing. We are serious, we're deliberate, we're purposeful, and then we are intentional. So stick to that routine, that plan. Whatever it is that you guys agreed on that you want to be doing together, stick to it, continue in it. All of that is mentally preparing your child to excel in school, even without even teaching the lecturings of the mathematics and then the English and then all of the other subjects that you think that your child is struggling with. All right. So the next thing you want to learn is consolidate on the bonding achieved during holiday to build stability. This is very important. Consolidate on the bonding that you have achieved during the holidays to build stability. When a child is stable, when our mind is stable, it will be easy for knowledge to filter through. It's the same thing for us. When you are struggling, can you really read? Can you really concentrate? For example, I wanted to prepare one or two things this evening. I wanted to do some slides, and I realized that this part of my head was just okay. It was this part. I just realized that this part of my head was just blanking. I realized, oh, I've no it. It's okay, girls. Can I get something to eat? And the moment I had, I concentrated. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. So you need to consolidate on that bonding that you achieved. All of those things that you did together, this is sequel to what I just said. All of those things that you did together, the memories you created, so it doesn't mean that when they now do something bad or bad, quote and unquote, when they do something that you don't like or that you don't expect, don't also forget that your kids will keep shocking you. I hope you know. Please write in the comments. They will keep shocking you. Please, so that you're not caught on our, the way we say, so that you're not you are ready. You're always ready. So sometimes I say it. I say you shock me. I say to what you really shock me. They will shock you. They will do things that you wonder whether everything that you have been doing, whether you're really doing anything. But it's fine. It's okay. It's part of your process. So that's not the time to now withdraw the bonding. That's not the time to withdraw the love. That's not the time. So don't conditionalize. Yeah, don't conditionalize bonding. So bonding is bonding when they are at the top of their game. Bonding is bonding when they're not doing what you like. Bonding is bonding when what they are doing is contrary to what you've taught them. Don't forget, they're growing, they're forming, they're not fully formed. So consolidate on that. Consolidate on the bonding achieved to achieve stability. That's what you're trying to do. Don't forget, you are trying to get your child to become excellent academically. This is how to. But imagine now, I when my daughter was much younger, sometimes because when she now shocks me like that, but because of the level of the knowledge I had, I would now take it out on her, maybe be angry, maybe shout or whatever. But I would realize that for that day, she will go to school looking sad. So tell me the kind of learning that wants to take place in that kind of mind. Nothing. So that day she had just gone to go and play. As a matter of fact, the money I was saying that I don't want her to waste, I've just wasted it by myself because of how I am responding to the things that she's doing. So please consolidate on the bonding. What are you doing? You're trying to achieve stability for your girl child. That's what you're trying. A girl doesn't understand this, when you are waving love and then you're waving the other one, she's confused. She's confused. A girl doesn't understand. A girl understands, even you as adults, that you are adults, married, everything. Do you want your partner be your spouse? Sorry, they call it partner in this part of the world. So do you want your partner, the moment your partner what's that word now, begins to feel, you begin to feel your partner begin you begin your partner does what you really don't understand. What do? You withdraw. It's the same thing for your girl child. So your girl child does not understand, and that proverb, they say, beat with one hand, draw with the other hand. Your girl child is confused. And that's why it takes me to when if your girl child, if her love language is physical touch. So you use that hand to smack her face, bah, bah, and that same man, you want to use it to draw her into an embrace. Do you understand? So don't say because she's shocking you, and then because of that, you withdraw the bonding, you withdraw the love. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I'm grateful. So don't use that. Don't because of that. So please consolidate on it. Rather, work more on it. Work more on it. When her mind is stable, when she feels that stability flowing from you, and it has to flow from you first. So if you're distracted in the way she's shocking you, it's not allowing you to love her, it's not allowing you to be patient enough, it will bother, it will disturb our learning process. That is, all of these things are wired together. Then the next thing you need to learn to do, you need to teach contentment. This has to do for this goes to if you're parenting in any African country. Teach contentment and pride in your affordables. Teach contentment and pride in your affordables. What do I mean? Now is a new session, is a new term. Girls are funny. They don't know, but they deliberately set themselves up. Yeah. They don't know that they didn't even do it. So they are looking out for who's got a new shoe, who's got a new bag, who's got a new tie, who's got a new jacket, who's got a new whatever. Girls do it. Yes. They don't know that they do, but they do it. So now begin to teach your own daughter that whatever it is that have gotten to you, whatever it is that I've been able to afford, please no, take pride in the affordables. And that's exactly what I mean. So let your girl know. Teach contentment and pride in your affordables. So let her know that what you have done right now, so that when she goes, she's not going to school with she's not going to school with a mindset of I don't have enough. So already that's going to distract her from her studies. That's the truth. Whether you take it, whether you don't take it, that's the truth. Imagine a girl going to school and all she does all day is look at the new shoes that a seatmate is getting. And then she looks at the new jackets that a seatmate is getting. And then she looks at the whatever. So begin to teach it now. Let her begin to prepare her mind. That's why I said to us a long time ago about contentment and joy and satisfaction with a girl child is very, very key. So please teach your girl that if you are not able to, and please, if you can't afford any new thing this term, can we chill? Can we breathe? If you can afford it, glory to God. If you cannot, if it is the same one she had, can she iron it? If she has to sew her back, can she do it? So that we don't, and you know what? Our girls, they feed off us. They feed when they see that we are pressured about things. It's they see it and then they begin to get pressured too. I'll give you an instance. The other time I went out shopping and then I was shopping, no window shopping, and I sampled this brand. I sampled and I said to my girl, which one do you think we should go? Say, Mommy, it's not you. Which one can you afford right now? So she understands. So there's no pressure anywhere. So what if I cannot now afford them? I can't afford. So please, for the older girls, 14, 15, they're already becoming more aware. But it is the same thing. What you have been doing from now, if you continue on that pattern, that's what they will pick. But if they see that you're already you too, and that's why I said to us that a lot of times our girls watch us. You see that you too, you want to buy something. I was sharing with my friend and I were sharing yesterday, and I said to her that every pressure is man-made. Every pressure. I just said it to her as it entered my mind. Every pressure is man-made. So there's no pressure of, this thing that we put on our head. Hey, new school uniform, new whatever. No, can we stop it already? Can we stop it already? So if you feel that what she has is now, it has jumped, it's gone up. Can we loosen where the designer brought it down? Can we loosen it so that she can, and then she's fine? Because you know what? Your daughter doesn't consist of whatever it is that she wears or doesn't wear. That's the truth. That's not your daughter. Your daughter is what she says. Your daughter is how she behaves. Your daughter is what she knows. Your daughter is what she learns. So why are we putting so much pressure on on the how the girl looks? And we've said this several in this class. Deflect, the physical looks and attributes and everything. Some people now, they will now go, as I'm saying this thing, and some people still not listening, they will now go to vendors and they will go and be collecting shoes that a child wants to wear to school. They begin to pay back 3 months after. That's crazy. That's crazy. You don't need that. So if you are doing that, your child is feeding off you. You're trying to say that that's where security comes from. So if you're not, what happens if you are really sincerely not able to afford new shoes, new school bags, new school uniforms, new everything? What if you're not really able to afford it? So what's going to happen? So does that mean that does it make less of your child? No, it doesn't. But if that's what you're feeding your child, that's what your child will take. And then she begins to have that mindset. I'm not like the other girls. I'm not like this. I'm not like that. While I was at the law school, very funny. I will iron my shirts. If I tell you the places I bought those shirts from, you will laugh. I will iron them. I even hated ironing. A roommate will iron them for me. And I wear my skirt and I was good. So I never looked at what you wore. And the same thing till today. If I can look at you, appreciate, oh, you look very, but that's where it ends for me because I know that there is more to me. And then when the time comes, all of the things I think that you really want to wear, want to do, and all of that, it's going to come. So your child is trying to learn mathematics. She's trying to learn English. At the same that she's struggling with because she feels that her shoe is not bad. I mean, her shoe is bad. Her jacket is bad. No, let her look presentable. Let her look neat. Let her look LG. That is your job. And when she does that, the kind of confidence that she will exude will be 10 times more than the one that you think that has all of the new things and all of that. All right. So the next thing you need to do, you need to know and understand the learning style of your girl. This is where a lot of places that most parents struggle. Learning styles. If you need to go and take a course on it, please do. You need to know how your girl learns. That's how to help her. All of these shouts, you're not doing, your mates are this, your mates are that. What if she's not really learning the way she's supposed to learn? What if she's not learning in that manner? So these are the conversations. So you need to learn, how does my child learn? Is my child an auditory learner? Is my child a visual learner? Imagine a visual learner, then they go to put her at the back of the class. She's going to struggle. There's no how you want to say to me, because she needs to see. She needs to see the pictures. She needs to see the images. She needs to imagine it in her head. And if your child is a kinesthetic learner and then she states 3 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1.5 hour, no, in a period, no break, no nothing, that child will struggle, and they begin to say that she's not this, she's not that. So it is your duty, it is your work, it is your responsibility. You need to go and learn the learning style of my child so that you can help your child. So that you can help your child. So if you now find out, okay, this is how my child learns. This is how my child learns. Then you can approach the school. Then they begin to put things in place to help your child. Most schools are basically made, prepared, and structured for auditory learners, but it is not all learners that are auditory. Some learn by picture, some learn with seeing, some learn, they jump from kinesthetic, jump from place to place. They can't stay, but they are learning. I've seen, it was late, it was in like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, and when I started taking courses in this kind of things, and that's like understanding. I now remember that when I was at the university, I had some friends that they will read though, but they can't sit. They can't sit their bum down to really read. They need to be holding something. They need to be maybe a stress ball or something in their hand, or chewing something, or putting something in their ear. They're just doing something. They're just moving here, 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 and here. So that is when they are able to do what? They're able to learn. So you need to, if you want to help your child, you need to really find out. And how are you going to find out? You're going to have to go and research. Go and research. Go and find out. How does my child learn? And how, another the tip I can give you is watch how easy it is for your child to communicate. Watch how easy for your child. I've told us oftentimes, kids they keep bearing themselves to us in the way they communicate to us. So, for example, if your child comes to you and say, "Mommy, write this thing down," or "Mommy, say this thing to me," so that's everything you want. Some people say, "Right, let me see. I want to give me a list." Somebody like me now, if you want to send me to market, I won't give me the list. I want to see. Because if I don't see, I can just go and buy whatever it is I don't like. But some people, once they've heard, "Mommy, you told me that thing, that time, I didn't forget now." So those are clues. Those are clues. Those are clues to how your child is learning. So we have to learn. When you now learn, then and a lot of children are struggling. They're struggling, but you don't know. There's a lot of things that girls are struggling with. Some people can't read very well. Some people can't read. Some people's brains is left-handed, and everything that they are saying is from their left, and the teacher is teaching from here. So there's a disjoint. So these are the things that you need to do if you see that your girl is struggling and you really want to help her. So that you don't just go about shouting, "She's not doing well, she's not." You need to find out. So if you need to go to experts, you need to go to people that whatever it is, so that you can help. Don't forget, your work is to help your girl. Your work is to guide your girl, so that you don't tag her, so that you don't label her. Don't label those labels. "Oh, she's not brilliant." Those are labels. God never created anybody to be dumb. She's not brilliant. She's slow. She's stupid. Those are labels. Even though you don't come out to say stupid, but you say it, "Oh, she's not catching it quite fast." They are labels. They are labels. So you need to find out, how does my child learn? How can I help my child? Then how can the school that my child is going, how can that school help my child? Because you're paying for the service. "Sir, this is how my child learns. Can she be taken in this manner?" Approach the school. Find out. No one will do these things for you. But if you don't, what you just keep saying, you keep complaining how your child is not scoring A in maths, how she's not scoring A in English. But the things that she requires to score the A is really not there. So their parents, this is also on us. So that's when I say that, we can't really get on and say it's business as usual. So can you now say that it goes beyond buying school shoe, buying all of the things that we busy our heads with? All right. I've mentioned like 5 things. I said, number one, teach the concept of what academic success is. I said, stick to the routine in your holiday plan. I said, consolidate on the bonding achieved during holiday to build stability for your child. I said, teach contentment and pride in your affordables. Don't pressure yourself. Don't choke yourself. And I said, know and understand your learning style, the learning style of your girl. Then the next thing you need to do, if you have figured out that, okay, this is a place that my child is struggling, this is a place that I need to help my child, then you have to plan, you have to have a goal that you want to achieve at the end of each term. So I want my child to move from point A to point B. Do you understand? Let there be something in mind. So don't just go and say things like, if you like, go and do the way you did last time. That's vague. That's so ambiguous. The girl is wondering, where am I? What do I do? Where do I need to do? So, okay, this is it. You're struggling in mathematics. I want us to have moved from here to here. Then we begin to ask, how do we begin to move? How can I help you? What can I do? Where are you struggling? Why are you struggling? Is it English? Is it whatever? Is it a particular course in the university? Whatever it is, then you begin to find out, okay, this is the goal. I want you to at least, let me so that by the end of this term, so that you can, you can, I've said it to us before, like even you can gauge your success. You can gauge your success or your journey as a parent. You can gauge it. You can gauge it. Am I making same thing in your academic journey? You can gauge the process. Okay, is my child getting better at this now? Is it getting better? And the thing is this, if you learn the learning style of your child, if you put things in place to help her, if you do things like that, it will now help this next one that I just talked about, which is with this learning style in place now. Okay, this is how I can begin to help you to move, to make progress. This is how I can begin to help you. So you need to do that. That's very important. So you need to plan on the goal. What is your academic? What is your child's academic goal? Have the conversation with her before she goes. Sit down together, have the conversation. How can I help you achieve this goal? What do I need to put in place to achieve this goal? So that you're not just, your child is not just winging it. Your child is not just going there as though, and then she's like, I don't really know what to do. And then she begins to feel that feeling of being overwhelmed and the rest of it. So please, dear parents, you also need to do that if your child must achieve academic excellence. The next thing you need to do for your girl child, help her grow a possibility mindset. Help your child grow a possibility mindset. Girls see challenges all the time. Trust me. Let me give you an instance. I was just saying to one of the girls there that, okay, do something from there. I cannot find it. Oh, she has not stood up from where she was. She has already concluded that she can't find it. That's how girls are. Girls don't want to. If you don't push a girl, even me, you that you're adults. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, about the bad network. It's been like that, though. I was jokingly saying to somebody that I'm trying to see who open even gates for this service provider. That's on a lighter note. You know, girls don't like girls. They by default, they just don't want. They just want this. If it's possible for a girl, that's why. Who are the people that are buying exam buying all the what's that word I'm trying to look for now? When expo. It's mostly girls. Go and find out. It's mostly girls. Oh, there'll be a bit of guys here and there, but it is mostly girls. Mostly girls. They are the ones. They are the ones that they want everything on the platter of gold. Platter of gold. And that's why a girl will go and sleep with a lecturer for marks. She just wants everything easy. So please begin to give your girl that mentality of that everything is possible. It is possible to. I know that this subject is challenging you, but it is possible that you can still make your way through it. I know that this subject is giving you a challenge, but you can still follow through the process. And you know what? With learning style sorted, with goals sorted, it is easy to now sell this possibility mindset to your girl. That's why this thing is in sequential order. So it's not one. It can't place the cart before the horse. So get a learning style, the two of you plan your goals. What do you want to achieve? How can I help you? This, that. Then it is easy to now sell that mentality of possibility that you're trying to sell to your daughter. It becomes very easy. So, dear parents, this is also, can you now see that it's as though even the academic success of your child rests more on you than on the girl? But these are conversations that we don't like to have because we like to shift responsibility a lot. Especially Africans, we like to say that, oh, it's God that will help you, it's God that will help you, it's God. Everything we want to rest it on the shoulder of God. And God is wondering, who are these people? What are they talking about? What else do they want me to do? So that's it. That is it. So please give your girl a mindset of a possibility. Possibilize the mindset of your girl. That it's possible to really excel. It's possible to really shine. It's without doing. I used to tell my teenagers that I said, this WAEC that people are talking about, this GSC that people are talking about, this thing has always been. It's always been. My mom wrote WAEC for God's sake. So you're not the first, but this Gen Z, this Gen Alpha, these people, they want everything on a platform, but they don't want to stress. They don't want to, if it's possible, they don't want to lift a finger and begin to say, oh, it's hard. You've known since, I used to tell my teenagers, you've known since SS1 that you were going to write WAEC in SS3. So you got 3 years. 3 years to plan, 3 years to prepare. 3 whole years. So what did you do in 3 years? So because they're thinking, oh, it's hard. And I said, it's not hard. So don't sell that mindset that it's very difficult. Oh, it is not hard. It is not hard. It is very simple. It is very simple. And then after you have said that to them, then you begin to help them. How do they begin to see? How will they begin to see that's really simple? Because they see that everything is really hard, which is not. So these are the things that will help them. All of this step by step that we've been talking about, those are the things that will help your girl to see that it is not really as hard. It's something my coach will say joking that nothing, it's not as hard as it looks. And as simple as that statement is, it is really true. Everything that we're thinking, even let us bring it to the adult table. All of the things that we're thinking in our head, the things that how will I do this, how will I, it is really not as hard. If only we really rest in that truth, that it is really not as hard as it. I know that it is hard to accept that, but eventually at the end of the day, that's the truth. It's not as difficult, it's not as hard, it's not as impossible as it looks. All right. So the next thing that you need to teach your teenage girl is, you need to, after helping them to grow that possibility mindset, you need to now work with her to achieve that possibility. It's still your duty, it is still your core work. It is your work. Work with her. Achieve the possibility. So if you see that she's really struggling and you are hands-on, she comes home, mommy, can you help with this? You can look through it together. For some parents, it depends on the level that you are on your journey with your child. Some parents don't need to ever put their input on their the homework of their children or whatever. But some people, because of where they started their journey from, if you need to, you have to. So you don't go and say, well, if you cannot do it, don't, then leave it. You can go through it together. You can share insights together. After all, you also once went to school and you also know what it means, how it felt like to struggle with a particular subject. So don't now start, don't now wear that kind of garment of what is the big deal. If it's really a big deal to your child, at that point it might be a big deal. So if you it will help her to, if you simplify things for her. And really, nothing stops people from learning together. So most times I've had my daughter come and say, mommy, this maths, it's funny, but it has happened that she comes and say, mommy, this, and she's saying it. I'm saying, okay, it's possible, and I'm trying to open my mind, really. So we can learn together. And really, I think it's humbling when your girl child sees that you're not up there as I am mighty. It's humbling to see that, oh, I can approach my mom. So all of that is what opening up that possibility that we talked about. That your mom, my child, my mom or my dad can open up. I can assess them. I can assess them. So don't go and say, if you cannot do it, then go and leave it undone. It's different if your child is trying to be irresponsible with homework. Please don't mix it together. It's different. Some children would deliberately, some teenagers would deliberately go and put their book somewhere. They will never ever open it until the next day of school. That kind of child should go and face the consequences in school. But I'm talking about a child that really, really is trying and has come to you. Don't shut that kind of a child down. Don't go and say, go and figure it out on you. You can figure it out together. You can. That's part of it being an advantage to your child. And then the more you do that, the more you're teaching your child that you are open. You're also open to learning. You're open. You're accessible. That's the message that you are trying to pass across. And then the next thing that you're trying to do, if you want your child to achieve academic excellence, is evaluate their strengths and make adjustment accordingly. This is where I'm going to stress a bit of time. Most students that are in sciences have no business being in sciences. Most students in art have no business being in art. Most students in commercial have no business being in commercial. My elder sister struggled with the same thing. She was in sciences for 3 years. She had no business being there. She had no business. She had practically no business being there. But she was there. She did WAEC. And then I think something happened. And then she had to now go back. So don't wait till that long. Evaluate the strength of your child. That's why they evaluate her strength. Evaluate it based on what she's been doing. Where does the strength lie? So don't come and say by force by fire. No, you must stay in sciences. And that kind of thinking. I hope we know that it's becoming a cake to start saying that, oh, you must be in a particular class. I hope there's no parent in this class that say think like that. So see, it is easy to shine in your area of strength. If you are here listening, please put in the comment section. It is easy to shine in your area of strength. It is easy. It's easy, really. For example, me now, if you don't give me a topic to talk about, just say you want to talk about something, I will deliver, because I don't have to struggle so much. Most times I'm wondering, okay, what are we going to be teaching about? And I remember a teenager, and like 4 topics pop in my head. That's the truth. So somebody like me now take me to a place where you say I should come and start teaching mathematics. Now I've told you my weakness. Now you now start laughing at me. I will struggle. I will really, really struggle. And that is the situation that most of our girls are. Because their dad, and when you listen to most artists, they will tell you, they have told you, they will, even they do interviews, they will say to them that my dad is the one that insisted that you should do this. So that this certificate is for you, and then they go and pursue what they want. Don't ever let it get to that stage with your child. So, and it's not a shame. I hope you know. I hope you know that it's not a shame that your child is studying, quote and unquote, what you call unprofessional courses. It is not there's nothing to be ashamed of about it. There's nothing. In the Western world, the things that they study, you marvel. But like I said, it is easy for your child to shine in an area of strength. Please put that in the comments. It is easy for your child to shine in an area of strength. So if you are a deliberate parent, is that not where you push? Is that not where you push? Is that not where you fan the flame? Is that not where you put everything to ensure that, she shines? So that you don't go pressurizing yourself, frustrating your daughter, frustrating your daughter, then frustrating yourself rather, then pressurizing your daughter because you want her to, be something. You want to live your life through your child. Please don't. People that are guilty of that the most are professional people, doctors, accountants, lawyers, teachers. They just want, I know they even pride in it. We have a lawyer in the family. We have a doctor in the family. I don't understand. What if she wants to be a teacher? My younger sister has always wanted to be a teacher. Always. And when I look at her, I see that this is what you're really called to do. And I hope you know that in the strength of your child lies their calling. I hope you know. So the moment you are trying to push that strength elsewhere, you are taking your child unknowingly to you out of that calling. I hope you know, but that's not the conversation for today. It's not for today. It's not. That's why some people are very frustrated with the works that they are doing. They're frustrated, they're not happy, they're just doing it paycheck to paycheck. Is that the kind of adult you want your child to become? Rather, I want your child to grow to be an adult that is adding positively from an area of calling, so that she does it effortlessly, stresslessly, without stress. So it's up to you. You need to find out the area of strength of your child and make adjustments. So if you need to, what I'm saying without really saying it is, if you need to pull your child out from sciences today, please pull her out. If you need to pull your child out from arts today, pull her based on your evaluation and of course guidance from the school counselor. And because no one knows your child as much as you. So if you feel, and even having I recommend that we do a personality check for your child, to really find out which one is easy for her. For example, now an introvert, a child that wants to really just be by herself, and then you're saying that kind of child should come and be in the beginning heart, she will struggle. That kind of child that should be analytical, so you can't be looking at things like accounting and the rest for them. But that's not a topic for today, Seth. So these things I had to book a session separately so that I'm not assuming that because I am a teen mentor that I really know everything. I had to book a session, paid for it. Okay, let's do a personality check on this my child. What do I think is her strength based on what I have seen as a mother? And I pay and I begin to go along those lines. That's how to be an advantage to your child. That's so that it is already said to us. It is easy to shine in your area of strength. It is easy. It's very easy to shine in your area of strength. So please help your child. Don't frustrate yourself and then don't choke your child. Finally, because of our time this evening, you need to now continue to guide, continue to support, and continue to encourage all the way. All. Did I say only when she's shining? All the way. When she's shining and when she's shining. Continue to guide, continue to support, continue to encourage. Continue. You must be the cheerleader of your child. That's not meaning that you're now saying you're celebrating mediocrity. No. We're saying that whatever happens, I am your mom. Whatever happens, I am your dad. And do you know what? The irony is that if these things are talked about, if you really follow them, if you get more guidance, see, it will not. So this support, this encouragement, this whatever, it will come easy because your child will naturally fly. That's the truth. That is the truth. That's the truth. And I'm not saying it so that I'm not saying it to be to now rub anything in anybody's face. No. But if you do these things have conversations, know the area of strength, then begin to, don't pressurize the child, don't pressurize yourself, then begin to now find the embers of the strength of your child. She will naturally fly, she will naturally sail through. Those are what parents with advantage, that's what they do for their children. So they're not frustrating them. So have these conversations with your child. Have it. And if you have it, you'll be surprised. They can even complain and say to you that, mommy, this is what I want to do. So because some child are already that self-aware. So if your child comes and say, mommy, this is what I really think I'd like to do, please don't shut that child down. Rather begin to see what people that have excelled there, what people that have done well. Then they begin to form a pattern. That's what to do to be an advantage. So don't just you must stop. I beg. It's parental pride. That's why it is. Because, oh, I am this. I don't understand. We are what really? Let's start from there. We're what really? And maybe because we are this, then our child has to, because, so come on. So their parents, please don't forget, when she's shining and when she's shining again, you must continue to support, you must continue to encourage, you must continue to guide all along. And the more you do this, watch your child sail through. And then you're wondering, when other parents are saying, I don't go, the girl is, and you're wondering, because that's not your truth, that's not your reality, that's not your story. It's on you. All right, there, parents. I hope that it has been worth your time. Don't forget, share, comment, like, subscribe. Let us grow this community together. If you know that you've been learning from in the last 1 year, then the least you can do is to tell people about this community. Let's grow it together. And don't forget, my name is Funmilola Williams. I run an online mentorship for girls alone. If you want boys, I know where to refer you to. But girls, yes, count me in. It's been nice doing this with you. I'll be your way in your face again next week to talk about something else that has to do about the development of the girl child. Thank you and bye-bye.